This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to do Gem Quarry in a Force Gemini speedrun or casual playthrough. The level itself involves a mini-game with this spinning machine that vacuums up gems that are being dropped from the mine from the platform above. You'll notice that when you approach the machine, it will fly up in the air, and this is something that we'll be taking advantage of. So first, let's go over what happens in a casual playthrough. Lupus will jump up onto this platform and begin shooting gems into the machine one by one, and I'm just going to speed this up by 10 times because it's going to take a while to get all of them into the machine. It's usually a minimum of 7 cycles to fully power up the machine, and that's assuming that you get all of the gems in each round. And this is due to the fact that the machine slowly loses power over time, so not all of the gems going into it contribute to it powering up. So how do we go fast? The first thing that you're going to want to do is make a beeline straight towards the machine so that it begins hovering in the air, and then head over to the gem platform. From there, you'll shoot all of the gems to the left side of the machine, and you can take your time. It's going to be a while before the machine begins vacuuming any of these up. Usually I use the pistol for this, and then we'll use the machine gun to fine-tune wherever I'm placing the gems. So once you get the gems in the right spot, you want to head over to where they are, get them all lined up as closely as you can, and have the machine take off into the air. Had a close call here. You don't want the machine vacuuming any of them up yet. You'll then wait for the next round of gems to drop down, and usually I let the first gem that falls bounce 2 or 3 times before getting further away from the machine so that it falls back down. From here, stay focused on the first round of gems, make sure all of them get into the machine, because there's a small overlap where the first round of gems won't fade away and the second round will be available. So now we essentially have 8 gems in the machine starting out versus 4. With this third round, you can also take your time, make sure that every gem gets into the right spot. I'll be discussing why that one flew up in the air after I do a full demonstration, but fortunately I'm able to salvage this using the machine gun again to get everything in the right spot. And we have a little bit of time for the machine to stay up in the air. Make sure all of the third cycle gets sucked up into the machine before going back for the fourth cycle. And this one, you want to get into the machine as quickly as you can. And that one turned out pretty well. A little bit of scrambling, but we got it done in 4 cycles, which is the best that's possible. I'm going to do another demonstration at double speed just to show different situations that may come up. You'll notice that the machine gun is really good for bouncing gems off the walls in case they do fall into the bottom platform. However, the pistol is what I primarily use to get gems as quickly as possible into the right spot. And that's another successful 4 cycle. A couple of things to keep an eye out for or to avoid is making sure that the first round of gems are actually close enough to be sucked up into the machine, and that you don't wait too long before they actually get vacuumed. You'll notice that that last one didn't actually count. So here is a demonstration of that spot that I was talking about earlier, where there's a seam in the floor around the right side of the platform when you're facing the machine. Gems that are shot from there can sometimes take off into the sky and go in a random direction. However, you can save it by keeping an eye out for where it goes and using the machine gun to corral the stray gems to the right spot. However, sometimes there's just nothing that you can do. And once you get really good, you can start doing stuff like this. See, if you hit the right spot on this seam on the wall, you can actually get on top of the machine and have it take off into the air at actually the right time. And then just make your way over to the gems. This completely unnecessary method was actually done by Jimmy1717 in a world record run. He's also the person who discovered this strategy in the first place. So just keep shooting the gems and... Wait, what? Where did that one... I swear I saw one take off over here.